Hey guys, so it is Monday the 12th, and it's going to be a bumpy ride worldwide this week. And I just wanted to come on here and kind of just tell people, like, yes, it's going to be truly bumpy, and I'll get into that in a minute, but it's all going to be okay, all right? I'm not one of those that likes to keep you in suspense or, none of that crap. It's literally going to be okay. But it's going to be a very bumpy ride. There's so many what I call discordant astrological events going on this week. Um, and, for those of you who have read either of my books, you know that I speak a lot about energy and how we can kind of pick up energy um, and get a feel for what's happening, if something is discordant, if something's harmonious. But here's the thing, everything, everything, whether it's discordant or not, resolves harmoniously eventually, okay? So just keep that in mind always. But we're looking at like earthquakes this week, um, fighting on like a global type of scale. Um, there's going to be some really ugly events happening that way. Um, an uptick in the earthquakes, natural disasters, um, especially earthquakes and anything to do with water. Okay? Anything to do with water. Deluges of water. Um, we might even see the stock market take another hit this week. It will bounce back like it did last week. So don't even panic or go into like a sell type of thing. The fighting, there's going to be some, global fighting where it's going to be like involving a couple different countries. Um, and then, of course, we have those riots in England and in the UK, and they're going to sort of escalate. This week is going to be the week from like hell, okay? And on a personal, individual level, you're going to experience doom and gloom, um, sadness. Some of you might even be experiencing depression, okay? But here's the thing, throughout all the stuff that's going on, okay, everything eventually resolves harmoniously. And the reason is because things have to appear in a way that we can get it, that we can learn, that we can understand. Okay, and so that is why the discordant vibes or energies seem to come. It's because we are discordant. Okay, but behind all of that is the true constant of the perfect harmony that's always there, always there. Okay, so the discord is to sort of fill the gaps in of our understanding. That's the way it has to come for us. So once you understand that, and once you, excuse me, get that, it makes dealing with the so called discord much easier and much better. And you understand that, okay, this is appearing in a way that I need to see it. Not you specifically, but maybe the world needs to see things, to get it, to understand, to learn, to vibrate at that better level. Okay? And yes, even on an individual level, because if we don't get things the lovey dovey first way, it comes another way. It comes in a way more suited to our energy, vibrations, understanding, level of understanding, uh, whatever you want to call it, okay? But for the overall, for overall humanity right now, humanity's a little effed up. So things are going to be a little effed up this week, all right? But we're not going to approach it with fear. We're going to approach it with understanding. And we're going to know that, okay, this is the way that those harmonious vibes need to present themselves, right? In order to affect change onto a better, higher level, right? So, um, yes, it seems like I'm giving out a two-part message here, but it's really not. It's all one. It's just in how we're seeing it. Okay? So, and another thing, speaking of that, we've got Mercury retrograde. So, Mercury retrograde sort of like distorts things communication wise, understanding wise, anything to do with thinking. Mercury is the planet of thinking, communication. All right. So the stuff that you're going to see out there, some of it's going to be lies, some of it's going to be miscommunication. We're going to misunderstand a lot of things. There's going to be some misunderstandings that may result in fighting type of thing, violence, etc. Okay? But that is just the way that it has to appear for our level of understanding. So if you are coming from a place of that harmony or that correct understanding, you won't be affected by none of that. Okay? You'll just be as an onlooker from the outside. So always keep in mind harmony, love is the bottom basic foundation of existence, period. All right? However, on this plane, because of the way we're viewing things from a certain perspective, it has to come in ways that we can understand. And like I said, I explain all of this in both my books, My Near Death Experience from A to Z, and The Spiral of Love by Vina. And I think I do a pretty good breakdown of that whole process and that whole um, background of existence. All right? So take care, people, and it's not just hope, it's understanding the reality of things. All right.